everybody, how are we all today? I've just been watching the news. Oh, it's making me and Nin angry. I'm not going to say we don't believe in it because that'd be silly, but I think it's very extreme what's going on, and we'll probably get slated for this because everybody's got their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But I think something a bit dodgy is going on. So I'd love to know your opinions. Please share. Morning, guys. Hi, Drew, Becky, Samantha, Helen. How are we all? We've got £20 cards. 10 of the Doe Me the Money. We've got to find the symbol or a wallet to win a fiver. And then the other ones are our Flamingo Fortune, where you're looking for 3 identical symbols, vertical, horizontal, or diagonal. Or was that on the 13th of April? See, I've just been watching the news, and me and Nin, I'm not saying we don't believe in the coronavirus, but I want to know. I put a post on my social media saying, which I don't understand, I could go into hospital and be severely ill, terminally ill, say for example with cancer, and I'm going to die. I know I'm going to die. I've got 6 months maximum left to live, so I do die of cancer. But if I've got coronavirus, then on my death certificate it says I've died of coronavirus, even though I was terminally ill. This is what I can't get my head around. So I'd love to know your opinions on it. I know that I'll probably get a backlash and people calling me stupid and things, but everybody is entitled to their own opinion. So I just wondered what your thoughts were on that, because that means then that all these people that they're saying have died of coronavirus haven't necessarily died of coronavirus. What do you think? Right, so we're going to start with the Doe Me the Money. No, I think everybody's too scared to have an opinion. That's the problem. But all this staying in and things just doesn't. When they're saying that many people have died, say if, for example, if you were terminally ill but you had the virus, they put down on your death certificate that you have it. That's what you've died of, even when that's not necessarily the case. So I don't think that the death toll is accurate at all. I don't believe in it all. I don't know whether it's something to do with 5G. I'm not here to preach and tell you, oh, you're being silly, because everybody's got their own opinion. I could be wrong. You could be wrong. You just don't know. We do not know, do we, really? But things aren't adding up to me, and I think it's a bit strange. And I think the death toll is extremely inaccurate. Nothing on that one. We're not doing very well. And I think a lot of people are scared. Yeah, I love a good conspiracy theory, but there's just things that just don't add up. For example, if you can walk your dog around a community, your own community, where there's absolutely loads of people. No, you don't have to apologise. You believe in what you want, but you can walk around in your community with your dog where there's absolutely loads of people, but you can't go to a quiet place like on the tops where nobody's there. You're not allowed. Even though you're getting in your own car, you have to go where all of the entire neighbourhood's going. Things like this, it just doesn't make sense. I don't know what to believe, me. I really don't. And we'll probably never know. Nothing on that one. Yeah, I'd say I'm following the advice. I've been round to my mum's and she's been round to mine. We self-isolated for a week. We've not got any symptoms. We're not going near anybody else. We're not harming anybody else. So to go to each other's houses is, we spend all time together anyway. So we're fine. We did it for a week. We've got no symptoms and we're not spending time around anybody else. Oh, we finally won. Finally. £1. See, I don't understand why people can't do these things. Why should people don't believe in it? That's why, because things don't add up. No, nobody is listening because people are being told different things left, right, and centre. But find 3 identical symbols. No, that's what I mean. They're not saying who's recovered. They're not say like when people die of something like this. Usually they put the name. They put Nana's in self-isolation. She believes in it, Tyrone. They put the name and the picture. Say if it was like a really young child and they died and they had no health issues, they usually put the name and a picture. See, I don't believe that, Becky. There's nothing wrong with me. I've self-isolated. There's nothing wrong with my mum. She's self-isolated. Oh, we've won £1. Nobody is telling us that we can't go around to see each other when we've self-isolated for so long, and there's nothing wrong with us. I don't believe in that. It's silly. If you're high risk, I can understand why you're worried. I haven't seen any Joseph, and I don't know anyone that knows it, and I don't know anybody that knows anybody that's had it. Oh, we've won again another £1. We'll scratch while I'm having this serious discussion. I'm just interested to know all your opinions. Yeah, but Samantha, did they have underlying health issues? Because I don't know anybody that knows anybody that's even got it. And we have a relative who is head of departments in a hospital. I won't mention any names or anything. And she said that she was the one that told us about having to put this on the death certificate. And she said that it's not that bad at the hospitals. But each to their own. No, like I said, you don't have to be sorry, Becky, and you don't have to take your message off. We're fine. There's no problem. I knew this video would cause a lot of like, oh, but I wanted to share my opinion, and I'm happy to take all of your opinions on board. I don't think anybody should be calling anybody stupid for not following rules or stupid for doing this, that, and the other. I think it's each to their own. Everybody's entitled to an opinion. It's when people start getting nasty that it spoils it for everybody. So what have we won? £3 altogether. That is very true. Everybody does. And I think as long as you're not harming anybody, then what will be, will be. If you're harming somebody, then that's different. But if you're not harming anybody, like you say, we're keeping ourselves to ourselves. We're going to each other's houses. Only me and my mum. So what's the problem? She's not got it. I've not got it. We've not got any symptoms. And we've been at each other's houses every day. So what is the problem? And yet you can go into a supermarket and pay with cash, which you know they can't stop. And people are like going near you and things. And they're trying to make it so that not everybody is all in the shop at once. But you're still going near people. The people behind the cash desk are still passing things over. And I think if you wash your hands and things, then you still have to live. And nobody needs to not self-isolate because there's nowhere to go. You're walking the dog. A trip to Morrison's has all of a sudden become extremely exciting. I said that to my mum. She's like, because I have to take my mum shopping because we have to get my nana stuff and some of the neighbours' things. So I'd have to take anyway. Oh, we've won £2. But yes, it's been an interesting video. I am on one. Me and my mum have been on one. This is why I wanted to know what everyone else thinks, because when you sat in on your own, it's boring, isn't it? And then you start Googling. That's what I mean. If there's nothing wrong with you, then what's the problem? I don't get it. Right, we've scratched £20 worth. What a fantastic discussion, guys. Thank you very, very much. I've loved to know all of your opinions. It's been interesting, and whether you like mine or not, it's my opinion. I don't agree with everybody else's, but as long as we don't get nasty with each other and we share what each other thinks, then it's always a good shout, isn't it? See what people are doing. Right, so how much did we win altogether? I think I've chucked one of the winners in the loser pile. I'll have a look after. Anybody know how much we won? Anyone know how much we won? See, we're all too into this now. Right, guys, I will be back on later on with another scratch. I'd have come on the video and had a little chat to you, but I've not brushed my hair yet, so nobody wants to see that. £6. Right, so we're at a £14 loss. I'll have to go through the cards because I think I've chucked one. Thank you for chatting. Please give us a thumbs up, and we will see you all later on this afternoon. Take